We are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. No countdown tonight, as I forgot to press the button on the computer, but that's fine. We're here. We're joining. You're joining us for a 3-player tutorial and playthrough of Forestry. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've been ill all week, and this is the 14th live stream that I've done this week. Some people call me crazy, and they would be right. But this is the last one of the week, and this is another of the hot games that's coming out at Essen. Some people's prediction for the hottest game that's going to be out at Essen. And potentially one of the best games of the year. But this is a sponsored playthrough, so you're not going to get any review from us here. Our job here is to just show you how the game plays, help you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game that you might want to buy. It is being published by a company called Pink Troubadour that only came onto the scene last year with Galileo Galilei, which has an expansion coming out this year as well. And this is another game that they've got coming out. The designer of this game, Michael, is in the chat. So if you have any questions about the game itself, feel free to ask them to Michael in the chat. We are not quite set up for a 3-player game. I have deliberately not completed the setup for a 3-player game because we ran out of time. Because I wanted to show you the variable setup that you use for a 3-player game, which is actually printed on the back of the player aid here. We also haven't determined start player yet. But other than that, we are set up. Now, we're not using the tutorial game. The tutorial game, if I just show you my player board, there is a pre-printed technology grid on here. It is recommended that you use this for your first game. We today are playing with the actual technology boards, and you can either use the A side or the B side, but all players must use the same one. We're playing that. So that's the normal game. There is an advanced game. I might mention it at the end of the video, but honestly, I've not played the advanced game, so I don't fully know how it all works. But I do know that the other side of the player boards have special powers. They're slightly asymmetric. There's a whole other board as well that you use, and there's extra components. So we're not playing the advanced game today. We're just playing the normal standard game. So what are we doing in Forestry? Well, we are keeping an eye on this forest, and we are going to be cutting down some trees, and we're going to be replanting some trees, and we're trying to fulfill contracts. One of the things about this game, which I think does make it stand out from a lot of other games, is the rulebook is filled with lots of, and I'm not going to use the word flavour. Flavour is the wrong word, because flavour generally infers for me things that aren't real. All of this is real. There's a huge amount of actual real information here about the real world, including QR codes to links to places where you can find more information. So the designer and the developers and the publisher have done a lot of effort in the game at trying to make it accurate and realistic, which is always a good thing. But yes, we're going to be playing the game over 10 rounds. In the advanced game, I believe it's 9 rounds. We're playing 10 rounds. There are 10 round counters here. It's always the same 10, but you give those a shuffle, and one of those is going to come out at the start of each round. And then each player on their turn will take a number of actions. Starts off at 3 actions each, but you can increase that over the course of the game. And I say 3 actions, it's actually more 3 action points, because some of the actions that you do require you to spend 2 action points. So to complete the setup, because we are playing a 3-player game today, we do need to do a couple of bits. So for example, one of these building spaces, one of these clearings, starts off occupied with a building of the dummy player, the 4th dummy player. So what we have here is we have a series of spawn cards. It's basically the cards numbered 1 to 15, I think. And we're going to draw one, and we are going to look for a number 1 to 9. It is the number 1, so we need to find clearing number 1, which is that one. So that's gone, and the dummy player has built a building there. It just means we can't build on that space. That's it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to determine which building they upgrade. So we have 9 of these buildings over the course of the game, and they can be upgraded. It's building number 10. Can't be number 10 because there's only 9 of them. Can't be number 14. Can't be number 13. Number 2. Building number 2. Yeah. So that gets flipped over, and then we put this token on it to show that it's been upgraded by that pesky dummy player. Right, then we need to replace one of the river tokens on the board with this meandering river. And again, we draw these until we get number 1 to 8. We get number 5. There you go. So that has been replaced by a meandering river. And Then what we do is we shuffle all of these back. Now, I just want to check this, because the order in which you do this might be important. We need to flip over the top 3 cards of the spawn deck. Yes, okay. So next 3 cards are going to determine which of these forest tiles, and these are placed in specific positions on the board, which 3 of them are flipped over at the start of the game. So we have number 9, number 3, and number 8. So number 3, number 9, and number 8.
Number 9.
Yep.
3.
Number 3 is over here. Okay, so it's all down here.
Okay.
Right, okay. Now, basically, we can't harvest trees in that area because somebody's already come along and cut them down, but we can replant them. We can reforest the area, which is a good thing. And that's one thing you want to do in the game. The final thing, and this is why I was checking the rule book, because at this point, we now take all of the cards that we used, shuffle them all together, and we need to determine the starting positions of these 3 foresters. These are people that tend to the forest by doing lots of things. Do you know what the paintbrush represents?
I believe it's painting on wax ceiling to
Protect it from the animals.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, not just going around and painting them red because he's bored. Yeah.
But the queen, she likes the roses red, you see.
That's right. Right, okay, so first of all, the guy with the saw, 8.
In the middle there.
There. Next one, 15. 15 is here. Some of these spaces, as you may notice, they're actually 2 spaces wide, but for the game purposes, they're still counted as a hex. And number 13. Okay, so they're all there. That's just how they came out.
Bit of a clustery game.
Now, there can only ever be 1 of each of those forester tokens in the game at any time. And whenever anybody takes one of them, at the start of the next round, we're going to flip over a card to see where it reappears. We've got a big stash of them here. But yeah, we're trying to collect those tokens as well. The board is not modular, so the map is always balanced, Michael says. Yes, when you need to get a certain type of wood. Otherwise, I mean, if these were placed randomly, and I can see that, I can see a lot of games would just say shuffle them and place them out at random. If it did that, I don't think the game would work, because you'd get all of one particular tree somewhere, and it just, I don't think it would work. Anyway, each of us has been dealt a starting contract. Now, I'm going to show you my starting contract, which is here. And you can tell it's a starting contract because it's got a big S here. Now, this determines a few things. It determines which wood I start the game with. So I've actually got one of these tiles here at the start of the game. That's mine. It tells me which area on the board, and there's 3 areas on board, my manager starts. And it also gives me what my initial contract is, which is to make a greenhouse. And you've got an extra bit of flavor text here. And all of the things that you're going to see in this game, they are all real things. And I questioned some of them this afternoon when I saw them, but apparently they are all real things. Greenhouses, we know, but you may see things later on that you might think, that's made up, and it's actually not. So my contract is not just to have some of that, which I believe is spruce, but I need to modify it. I need to pickle it. So in this game, you will not just be taking wood tokens, but you will be modifying that wood by either drying it out, planing it, or pickling it in order to produce something, and then you're going to get a combination of victory points, money, and you're going to get reward points. Again, we'll explain all of these later on, but fulfilling contracts is one of the things that you want to be doing in the game. Although, in the last game that we played this afternoon, which I won, I only completed 2 contracts, and second place completed 5. So it isn't just about the contracts. There is lots of other things that you can do in the game as well. When you 2 played previously, how many contracts did you fulfill?
4 or 5.
4 or 5, yeah.
We both went quite contract heavy.
So I won the game with only completing 2. So yeah, that is possible. I might do something different today. Who knows? Because we've all played before, we're not going to do a full teach at the start. I'm going to do a quick overview. I'm going to explain briefly what the different actions are in the game that you can do, and then we'll dive into the detail as we start doing them. Although a lot of the actions are actually very simple. Greenhouses do exist, according to Ian. Thank you very much for
Can we have a
fact checking that.
source for that, please?
And trees exist as well. Good point.
That's jumping a bit too far.
Yeah, there is one last bit of setup that we do. And that is, in reverse player order, we all need to place our harvester on the board, but we haven't determined player order yet, have we?
We haven't not.
Okay, so give us your harvesters.
You're combining the harvesters.
I am combining the harvesters.
Who are?
Rob, top, middle, or bottom?
Middle.
Bran, So you're the start player. Start player starts with 3 money. Players 2 and 3 start with 4 money. And if there was a 4th player, they would start with 5 money. Everybody also starts with one of these seedling tokens, which we're going to be using to reforest the areas. Now, in reverse player order, so starting with Rob, we are going to choose one of the spaces on the board where we start. But before we do that, we actually reveal the token for round 1.
If it's reverse player, isn't that you first?
Yeah, I was living in Switzerland. I was doing everything counterclockwise. Okay, so me first, but and I think there's a reason why this rule is there, but you actually reveal and resolve the round counter for round 1 before we make that initial decision.
Some of them can destroy a tree,
Exactly.
which wouldn't be
And
fair.
that's exactly what we've drawn. So we've drawn a token which basically says that one of the white trees is going to get flipped over. Now, there is a specific order in which you do them, because for each type of tree, and there are 5 types of tree, there is one of them. In fact, if I'll zoom in, I'll show you this in a bit more detail. This here is a 1 action point tile that is worth 1 reward point. There is another one, this one, which is 2 action points worth 3. Oh, thank you very much. 2 action points worth 3. And the third one is this one, which is 2 action points and not worth any reward points.
But it gets you double the wood.
Yeah, so there are actually 2 trees there. That's the difference. But every type of tree in the game, there are 3 different tiles. And whenever you draw this icon from the round counter, then one of those trees is going to get flipped over. And the order is that you do the one with the 1 reward first, then you do the one with the 3 reward if that had already been flipped, and then you do the other one. So basically that flips over. And now the final part of setup is we get to place our harvesters on the board.
We do indeed.
So because my initial contract is to get
Don't we also
spruce.
finish resolving the first?
Oh yeah, we all get a money as well. We
Everybody's
all get
cash.
1 money. So these round tiles always have a reward on them that applies to all players. That is the first player marker, by the way. And what we're going to do over the course of the game, every time it is Mark's turn, at the start of Mark's turn, we're going to reveal a new one of those, and it's going to give us all a bonus, and 3 or 4 or 5 of them will flip over.
One for each tree.
One for each
and
tree.
4 do other ones.
So, where am I going to start? Well, this is actually quite an interesting setup because the board is divided into 3 areas. You've got the light green area, the dark green area, and this orangey area over here. And just because of the random setup, it's the orange area which has been completely devastated. Let's blame Pete.
Yep.
Pete was here this afternoon. Pete's now driving back to London, so let's blame Pete. Pete's been in before we started the game and wrecked this area.
That's what he's been doing on the way home.
Yeah, he's just driving through the forest.
Left a little barbecue there and something.
So, but he's also, there's these tokens here. There's also the type of wood that I want to try and collect.
Lots of decisions.
There are decisions to be made. And I think, oh, wow. There's also that. That makes a difference. There's contracts. That makes a difference. Oh, we need another contract here. Why is there no contract there? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Space number 12. That's where I have chosen to start. Yeah, I'm absolutely mad. I've got grumpy man with beard. That's my
I
character.
prefer to be called Rob. Thank you very much.
You're grumpy man with big bit of wood. Where do you want to place your harvester?
I shall drop mine down south there.
Okay, number 9.
Yep.
Space number 9.
A bit originally, but the 3 on the outer slots are double sized.
Yeah.
That count as 1 from the adjacencies.
Yeah.
I think
Do you?
not often. Try not to make a habit of it. But here. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're now starting round 1. Mark's going to have 3 action points, but I am going to give you a very quick summary of the different actions that you can do in the game by showing you this handy dandy player aid. This is a really good player aid. It's quite small, and it shows you pretty much all of the actions that you can do in the game. So there are 3 types of actions. There's harvester actions, which are all of these. There's manager actions, which are these. And there are free actions, which are these. The number of little circles here tells you how many action points it costs you to do that action. So you can move your harvester up to 2 spaces. Crossing a river costs 1 money, which is why it says -1 coin there. And you move around the board. This one is harvesting the wood. It either costs 1 or 2, depending on what's printed on the space. You get the wood and then you flip the tile over. This is reforestation. It's going to cost you a certain amount of seedling tokens. It's going to cost you 1 or 2 actions, and you're going to flip the tile back over. We'll come on to that later on, because spending these is good. Or you can take a forester tile. So if you're in a hex that has a forester tile, you can simply take it. You can build a water structure. So each player has a meandering river and a reservoir with a bridge. You can build that. That's 1 action point. Or you can build a building onto the actual board itself. That also costs 1 action point. So there are all the different things you can do with your harvester. With your manager, you can move them from one headquarters to another. So just very quickly, if we look back at the board, we have 3 different areas. Each area has a headquarters and 3 buildings. And we've started, both me and Mark are here, Rob's over here, and there's nobody here. That was determined by our starting contract that we got at random. And when you are in a headquarters, you can use any of the buildings in that particular section of the board. So with this action, you can move your manager from one headquarters to another, cost 1 action point. You'll get a bonus for doing so. This is use one of the buildings that is in your particular area. This one here is to upgrade one of the buildings in your area, which means it's going to have more usage. And this one is to fulfill a contract. So fulfilling a contract is actually an action point, and you spend the wood and you gain all of the bonuses printed on the contract. Now, there are free actions that you can do in the game as well. This one is that you can refresh the contracts in a particular area. So if you're in an area where you can take contracts and you don't like them, you can spend 1 money to refresh them, get rid of them, draw 2 new ones. You do that as many times as you want. This one is to play a task from your hand to get the instant benefit of it. I'll just show you a task card to give you an idea of how these work. None of us start with any of them, I believe. But each task card has got 2 uses. You can throw it away, and you can only do this once per turn. Throw it away to do whatever is printed on here. Or these task cards, you can keep them to the end of the game when they might be worth points if you've achieved the objective that's printed on them. Another thing you can do this twice on your turn. Spend 4 money to get another action point. So if you've got loads of money and you want more actions, you can do that. And then the final thing is, and it says 1 to 3 times per turn, you can actually only do this 1 to 3 times per game, because what it is removing these. This is where you store your wood, and at the start of the game, you only have space for 2 wood in your storage. By paying this amount of money, you can get this bonus, remove that tile, and increase the storage capacity of your area. So that's all of the different free actions that you can do in the game. Just before Mark takes his turn, I am going to mention end of game scoring very briefly. Buildings. The more buildings that you have removed from your player board, either by upgrading one of these buildings or building them into the forest, the more of those that you remove, the more points you're going to get. Your water structures are going to be worth points based on the river tile that you take. So when you build a water structure, you build it over one of these river tiles, you take the river tile, put it on your board, and then you're going to get a certain amount of points for that at the end of the game. You'll see that later on as well. You get points for your tasks. So the more tasks that you have completed at the end of the game, the more points you're going to get. Forester tokens, the player with the most Forester tokens is going to get 10 points, then 6, then 2. And then every 3 leftover things is worth a point, and every wood is worth a point. So there you go. That's the end of game scoring. I think that's enough to be getting on with.
Yep.
We'll explain rewards, technology, development tracks. We'll explain all of this stuff on your player board as we start to do it. And yes, Stephen, you are going to need more action points on your turn than you will actually have.
Absolutely.
There's always
Already
more,
thinking that.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's always more you want to do than you can.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Mark, what would you like to do with your 3? Oh, the reason why we have 3 action points is because of the position of our development marker. Our development markers all start here, and that tells us how many actions we get per turn. As you increase this development marker, it will give you more actions per turn. And one of the cool things is, if you increase your development marker to here during your turn, you actually get that extra action immediately. Right, you've had enough time to think about all of your actions for the whole game.
Oh no.
Which one do you want to do first?
So I'll just procedurally carry out every one of them.
Yeah, just one at a time.
Yeah. Okay. I will be using 2 actions to cut down a tree.
You're going to harvest.
And harvest
Okay,
a tree.
so Mark is on a space where there is 2 actions. He gets 1 wood of the appropriate type. So there you go. That goes in your storage. And he gets 3 rewards. Now, I'll show you my player board because each player has this reward circle. Oh, there should be a cube there. Each player has this reward circle here, and their star token starts off on the number 2 space. Every time you get rewards, this little fella moves around. And whenever at the end of your action, when you have landed on or past space 7, you get to either choose one of the benefits or get 3 points. So getting these rewards is really nice, and you want to be zooming around here as quickly as you can. And Mark has just gained 3 rewards for doing that. So he's now on space 5.
1, 2, 3, zoom.
There you go. I want to reset my action marker. Nah, that would be...
That's your teaching.
That's my teaching method.
That's what we won last time.
Yeah, so just for example, if that ended up there... Right.
Master of this game.
I am. What you want to do with your 1 remaining action? Oh, can we put your resources on your player board because we can't see anything to the right of your board?
Well, see, it doesn't necessarily have to be just 1 remaining.
No,
action.
it could be.
I
You
could.
could spend all of your money to buy a second action, and what Mark could actually do is he could spend his 4 money to buy another action point, giving him 2 action points. He's got a seedling. He could actually just replant the trees that he's just chopped down.
That may indeed be what I exactly
right, okay.
considering doing.
Right, okay.
Basically, just because that zooms me up.
It gets you another 3 rewards.
Would already get me there. It might be a terrible plan. Let's do it anyway.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark's spending 4 money to get an action point.
Yep.
And then 2 actions and 1 seedling to flip that over.
Yeah.
Right. I'll come on to the seedling in a minute. Then he's going to move his reward marker around 3 spaces,
1, 2.
which triggers that. Okay, so there's 2 things I want to now show you. The first one is seedlings. Now, whenever you spend a seedling, it never, ever goes back to the supply. What it does, it goes into this area here. So you look at the area on the board where you have done the reforestation, which was light green, and you will place that marker on the topmost empty space of that area. And you will immediately get the rewards indicated on it. So Mark's going to get another 2 rewards for putting that there. If he does any reforestation in the light green area, again, it goes here, and then anything that goes down here, this is immediate points. It would be 2 points. Now, if you do 1 reforestation in each of the 3 areas, you immediately get this, which is a technology. So by completing a row, you get the benefit printed on the right-hand side. So that's how the seedlings work. The other thing that Mark's done is he has managed to get his token all the way around to here. So the 2 options here are, this one is gain 3 points. You might be wanting to do that later on in the game, but earlier in the game, you're probably going to want to do this, which means you have to move your cube to one of the other 2 spaces. So the cube always starts off on this space, but you can move it to one of the other 2 spaces and immediately get the reward. So that means that you advance your development marker, which the first time you do that, you get a technology, which is here. Or you can go down here to get 4 money and any one of the wood adjustment markers. So for example, if I decided to go there, I could just take this drying token and I could put it on here. A quick note about these tokens, which is really important, and think about this thematically. I can't take this token unless I actually have any wood. This represents that I have dried the wood out, and I can only take this token if I have wood that I can apply it to. And once you've applied it to the wood, you have modified that wood. You can't then remove it later on. That wood has been permanently modified. That means it's been dried out. So yeah, you can't just take these tokens and sit on them until you actually need them. And while we're here, let's just mention the 3rd space. That's get 1 immediate point, any 2 resources. And we haven't really talked about the resources yet, but there are temporary workers. there are seedlings, and there are construction materials. And you take one of the task cards. So, Mark, which would you like to do as you zoom around that board?
I am going to go for moving along the
Okay.
technology
So you
track.
move along the development track,
Development
which
track.
gives you a technology.
Yeah.
So let's look back at my board.
Move.
Technologies. You have 8 technologies to choose from on this side. These 4 are immediate benefits. So what you do is if you want one of those benefits, you put a cube on it and you get immediately what it says on there. And if you're worried about the fact that this game has too many icons, if you play the kind of games that we normally play, you'll pick up all of these icons within half a game, and they are all explained on the back of the rulebook as well. So all of those are one-off benefits, whereas these ones give you an ability that every time you do the thing that's here, you get the thing that's printed below it. So I'm not going to explain what every single one does. I'm just going to get Mark to tell us which one he's choosing, and then we'll explain what that one does.
Well, I'm trying to remember them. So I believe that one is the when you move.
When
the
you move, you get a
harvester,
reward?
you get-
Because
Yeah.
everybody goes, well done.
And that one is, I think, when you collect.
No. Well,
Yes.
yeah, whenever you build a water structure,
That was it.
you get 2 points and 2 rewards.
That was whenever you complete one of these.
Whenever
also
you
gain.
remove one of
a
those,
thing and a task, and that's when you complete.
when you fulfill a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly
The
right.
other ones are
Yeah, 2
2 points and
get
take
that,
one.
2
Take any one of the actions.
Any
and
one
you
of the
gain
actions
2.
and
Yeah.
2 money.
type wood of your choice and just get 4 points. Yeah.
I just get the 4 points. Don't bother with engine building.
It's not important.
I mean, game's
right?
almost over, so
I think we will go with get rewards.
so from now on, anytime Mark moves his harvester, because he's painted nice, pretty colours on the side, everybody enjoys it, and he gets a reward.
Any collapse round.
Yeah, and that's it. Your turn is done. Now, if we weren't explaining the rules, that would have taken less than a minute. This is probably a 1 hour game. Once you know this game, I reckon you can play it in about an hour and 15 at the most. It is really snappy and turns go really quick. And you'll see that later on in the video when I'm not having to explain what all of the actions do. Rob, 3 actions.
One action and 1 seedling token to flip that level 1 tree.
Okay, well, we've seen this action before. So Rob is going to get 1 reward. You're going to flip that over and you're going to place your seedling there because it's in the orange area, getting you 2 more rewards. 1 action point spent.
1 action point to chop it down.
What? You've just planted it.
Yep.
But you get a reward for that.
Yep. 1 more there.
And you get some of,
more importantly,
some of this
it's
stuff.
me.
Get some oak.
In tree. Then I will spend 4 to gain an additional action.
Just copy and mark.
1 to move here.
Okay, so when you move, you can move 2 spaces. You cannot end up on the same space as somebody else. You can go through them, but you can't end up on the same space. So Rob is going here.
And my last action will be to take
The Forester.
Forester.
Okay, so there's 3 different Forester tokens in the game. And what you do is whenever you take your first Forester token, you can place it on either that space to get 2 rewards, there to get 3 money, or there to get a resource. Once you've placed it on a space, that means you have locked that column into that type of Forester. And similar to the area below, once you've completed a row, you're going to get the bonus on the right-hand side. So where would you like to place it? What would you
placing
like?
it in the first column, which gets me 2 of these. 1, 2. That
You've
triggers
completed the
this.
cycle.
I move this to here.
You're doing
Move
that.
this along to there, which gets me 1 of these. And I will choose to take 2 more action points,
2 more rewards
2 more war points.
and a task. So
Um,
whenever you take a task, there's a big deck here of task cards. You can either take the one that's visible or you can take one off the top of the deck. If you take the visible one, we replace it.
I'll take the visible one, please.
And as I mentioned earlier on, the reward cards have, and they're actually kept secret in hand. Not that it matters too much, but yeah, that's going to be in Rob's hand. He can throw it away once on his once per turn. You can throw away one of your task cards for the ability in the top right, or you can keep it till the end of the game to try and complete the task in the bottom left. Right, now there's something that happens at the start of my go before I even take my turn, and that is we need to replenish this guy. So we reveal the card.
Number 10.
Number 10. There.
Perfect place.
Right. So my go. Well, you two have done the usual thing, chopping down trees, planting trees. I might do something different because why not?
Might as well pass, right? I mean,
Yeah, just forego my actions.
Just drive loops around the.
Just drive off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I am tempted to go somewhere and use a building or do some kind of upgrades, but I kind of need resources for that. Because that's an upgraded building. So that building has already been upgraded before the game starts, and that's got nice, juicy bonuses on it. But I do need some of these trees. So I'm going to spend 5 money as a free action to remove this. So that does 2 things. I get the bonus that's printed on it, which is any one resource. So a resource can be either a temporary worker, a seedling marker token, or a construction materials token. By the way, these, at any point, you can use them as if they were money. So you probably don't want to do that. They're worth more than a money, but you can use them as if they were money if you're desperate. And the other thing is it unlocks a space so that I can actually store more things. Which one of those do I want? I think I'm going to want the temporary worker. Temporary worker. And then I am going to chop down these trees because I want to. So that wasn't an action, that was a free action. So I'm going to spend 2 action points, chop down those. So I don't get any rewards for doing that, but I do get 2 of these.
Which is why you wanted to take free action to get yourself
Make the space.
Yeah.
Now you can actually take wood from the board if you don't have space. You just have to throw away what you've got. And if I do that, my inefficiency alarm goes off in the other room. So yeah, I can't do that. I got 1 action point left. And I got no money. So I can't do the thing that I wanted to do. I can't do that because that requires 2 leaves. I haven't got any construction materials. I can't do that. I can't upgrade. I could move somewhere, but
That could get you the money.
where? I mean, yeah, it could.
It's only 2.
It's 2 money. It's all right. What are the other actions I can do? Can't pick up the Forestry token. Don't really want to move. So can't fulfill the contract. So actually, process of elimination, there isn't actually that much else I can do. So I am going to move. So I'm going to move my manager from one HQ to another HQ. Now, whenever you do that, I'm just going to show you this HQ tile in detail. These are the HQ tiles for the 3-player game. You can see down at the bottom. And at the start of the game, these were shuffled and they were placed a random side up. So you randomize which side you're going to use, and you also randomize where they're going to go in the game. Now, I am the first player to have moved here, which means I can actually choose either of these rewards. I can get 2 money, or I can spend 1 money and take a task card. I don't have any money, so I'm probably going to do that. But my manager is then at this headquarters. If somebody else was to then move to this area as well, they could only choose this one because it's based on the number of people that are then there. So the first player who goes there can choose either of the rewards. The second player who goes there can only choose this one. And if a third player goes there, they don't get any reward for moving there. So yeah, these are little bonuses for when you move to that particular headquarters. And I'm going to choose the one that gets me 2 money because I don't have any money. And I believe that's it. That doesn't feel like a strong return as you two.
You're just getting yourself ready. You're in a good position.
Possibly. Very possibly.
I'm lying to make him feel better.
It's working. Right. That's the end of the first round. And as I said, if I wasn't explaining the rules to you, that would have taken about 3 minutes. And that's it. So we go to round 2. Start of round 2. Reveal the tile. Everybody gets a seedling token. Woo. And then Mark, you get 3 actions.
We will reset our...
Yeah, 3 actions each.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll just pass this point.
Yep.
So it feels like it might be a good thing to complete this contract.
So Mark has a contract that requires him to have some white wood that has been planed. I say white wood, it's actually birch. What is your contract for thematically? What is it you're trying to make?
Wooden
I am
toys.
making wooden toys.
Wooden toys,
They
which are made out of birch. So
Yeah, they're not only eco-friendly but also durable.
Mhm.
So if I want to go here, I unfortunately can't do that action yet, I believe, can I? Because I'm still over here.
Yes.
you cannot do this action because you are currently here. So
Yeah.
you would have to spend 1 action point to move here, and then after doing that, you could do that action,
Yep. So I will spend 1 action to move my.
which gets you 1 reward point.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I will then spend 1 action.
So with 1 action, Mark is using one of the 3 buildings that's on offer, and he's using this building, which
Yep.
gets him 1 of those tokens.
It does. Then I
It
have
has
to
to be
apply
assigned
tokens
immediately,
wood, which
yep.
will unsurprisingly go on here.
You're going to plane some of that birch,
I'm going to plane my birch.
and then are you fulfilling the contract?
I will then fulfill the contract,
Okay,
which
so
I believe is also an action.
It's 1 action point. Yeah. So
But-
let's just have a look at the contract. Okay, so this is the contract that Mark's fulfilling. You can see it's very similar to my starting one. That's what he needed. He's going to get 4 points. He's going to get 2 money, and he's going to get 4 moves around his reward circle. And then after he's done that, he's going to tuck this card into his player board. And these might be relevant for end of game scoring. So
Okay.
4 points, 2 money,
2 money. Well, I have some. Here's some. I
okay,
made over
and
there.
another 4 around your
Another
reward
4
circle.
around here.
Okay.
Which.
And then you took the card. If you want to tuck your cards underneath there.
Yep.
There you go.
Right, which would then let me take one
Yeah.
of these.
Oh, and you have to spend these, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
You
spend
can't
those.
keep them. You've used them.
Can't I just make extra small toys and
Just-
skin some off the top?
Check his
Okay.
pockets. He's stealing wood shaving.
Yeah.
Put them together at home. At home, I'm trying to build a whole train set.
Okay, so I think what I'm then going to do is claim this reward
Which is 4 money.
for money.
That's a couple of
Thank
2s.
you.
And you get one of the wood adjustment tokens.
Wood adjustment tokens. So I will grab.
So Mark's having a look around at the current available contracts.
Yep.
Because he's going to have to modify that wood, even though he doesn't currently have a contract.
So I'm going to plane this as well. I've got a first for planing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what to get you for Christmas.
And then,
That's it.
well, I'm debating whether I want to spend these immediately.
So frugal with his money.
Take a contract. And
So yeah, while Mark's
think I
thinking about
am.
that, you'll notice that there are 2 contracts in each area, and one of the buildings in each area, and these buildings are fixed, by the way, they're not randomized. One building in each area allows you to take either of the contracts in that area. So Mark's currently over here. He could only take those 2 contracts,
yeah.
or one of those 2 contracts,
So I will, in fact, spend my
or hard-earned
money,
cash for 1 action.
point, and I will then take this contract.
Okay. And I believe there's no limit to how many contracts you can have. Right, Rob.
Right. I will spend 1 to move my manager over here.
So the manager moves here. You can either have 3 money or 1
I'll
reward
take
point.
3 money. I'll then spend it along with that 1 to get me 4 money and take another action.
Okay.
The next action will be to dry out by taking this action.
Yep.
And I'm drying out the oak. My next action will be then to complete my dried oak wooden speakers.
You're
which
making some
thanks,
dried oak wooden speakers.
thanks to natural resonance, wooden speakers deliver a rich, clear sound with warm and balanced tones.
There we go.
So I spend that to complete this. Gives me 4 VP,
4 VP.
2 more cash, and 4.
Yeah,
of these.
which is you've gone around
2,
again.
3, 4.
I need to complete my contract.
Yep. This then, I then trigger this. It gets me 1 more VP.
Mm-hmm. 2 resources.
Yep.
Any 2
I'll
resources.
take some materials and a chappy. And any one of those, isn't it? I'll draw a random one from the top, please. Thank you.
Okay, you have 1 action left.
Yes, my next action will be to build a building here.
Okay, so Rob is going to build a building on the board. The cost of doing that is actually shown here. So when you place one of these building markers, you either do it as an upgrade or you build it onto the board itself. If you're doing it as an upgrade, the cost is actually shown on here. So if you were upgrading this building, that would be the cost. And then you flip the tile over and you put your building on here. And every time somebody else uses it, you get a coin. Or you can build it onto the board and it costs 1 worker and 1 construction materials. Either way, you remove this building from the board. And if you build it onto the board, you build it. So where are you? You're here.
I'm here.
You build it in one of these clearings and you basically remove the token and you get the benefits of that token.
Build it here.
So you spend a worker and
I
a
spend a
construction
worker with a
materials.
stone to gain a
Worker
worker,
and a stone.
worker and a stone.
And
And
you've
throw
got-
it on the floor.
Throw it on the floor because he doesn't like it.
Unacceptable. Yeah.
That was my 4th
That was it.
action. And that one's completed.
That is complete, so that
that's
took some of the
slide
games.
underneath.
All right. Okay. Well, I need to pickle this spruce.
Oh, pickle the spruce.
Yeah, pickle this. It's a new TV show coming to Channel 6.
Channel 5 turned it down. You know, that's
Yeah.
pretty bad that one.
So, yeah, I was planning if I was able to be clever, is to upgrade that before I did it. But actually, I don't need to. So I'm just going to spend 1 of my 3 action points to take this pickling token. I'm going to pickle the spruce. Then I'm going to spend another action point to complete my greenhouse. Due to its ability to absorb and release moisture, wood helps to stabilize the climate in a greenhouse. So there we go. So I've done that. That gets me the same as everybody else. 4 of those lovely points. 2 of this tasty money. And it gets me 4 rewards, which is not quite all the way around my board. But that's my 2 actions done. I want to do something now that gets me a reward. So I could upgrade this. That cost me a worker and 3 money. Seems quite expensive.
Does that get you a reward?
No. No, you're right. It's just something that I could do. Oh, by the way, this, which is only used in the advanced game, on the other side is a complete list of all of the buildings and what their upgraded options do.
Cool.
Should you
Very useful.
should you want yeah, they're generally better versions of the other ones. Yeah, you're right. Upgrading that does not get me a reward.
There is a way. No. Yeah.
Tell me. Moving to here?
So if you spent the 4 coins to get another action,
Yeah.
you could.
I
spend
could
the
then
2.
do that. Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Yeah. I mean, the other way is you could move somewhere else because both of these
I could.
come with.
I mean, if I don't want to stay here, yeah.
But
What-
yes, it depends.
What do you need money for? These. Removing these. Removing these is quite good, isn't it? Okay.
I think a lot of the buildings require it as well.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to spend my last action point. I'm going to move over here. And I'm just going to get the 1 reward, which means, think. Now, I think I'm going to do that. I think that's at the start of the game. You probably want this technology stuff.
Seems
Now,
to make
which of
sense.
these technologies do I want? So I'm going to take the tech. Oh, I've already done that. Right. I'm going to take the technology that means every time I build a water structure, I'm going to get 2 points and 2 rewards. So I need to make sure I'm going to build both of my water structures. One of the water structures costs 3 workers and the other one costs 3 construction materials. They're really hard to build. But, yeah. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, I did that. End of round. Round 3. Okay, so pink. That one flips over. We all get a coin.
Yep.
Mark. 3 actions. I think people might have seen most of the game at this point. They've seen that bit. They've seen that bit. They've seen this bit. They've seen this bit. They've seen fulfilling contracts. I think you might have seen. You've not seen tasks.
Building houses.
Yeah, you haven't seen how the tasks
That
work.
wasn't triggered a task yet.
Well, I had this all worked out, and then I actually don't have enough action points because I was incorrect in my assessment.
So technically, you could buy yourself an extra action point
Oh,
because
'cause I
that
could spend
ceiling
that
could be a
ceiling.
money. But
Yeah, the problem is I need it for
You-
the
you
action
then
point
need
I
the-
want
yeah.
to do, so I don't think that's what I will be doing. So I think I will simply spend 2 action points to harvest.
yeah, that's going to get you a wood
Yep.
and 3 rewards. Are you just going to stay here the whole game? Plant trees, chop them down. Plant trees, chop them down.
Now I'm about to move.
He's nicked the wood and he's legging it.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of here before they find me. So I believe I'm going to then move,
So 1 action point to move up to
Yep.
2 spaces.
and I
And
will.
if you cross a river, cost 1 money.
I'll come into here.
Okay. And that's it.
That's it.
Rob?
Over to me. Action 1, I'm going to move to here, crossing a river and paying a coin.
So crossing a river, costing you a coin.
Spend an action to take the
Paintbrush guy.
Yep.
So it has to go in a different column.
Yep. Pop it here and take 3 cash, of
Yep.
which I'll then spend the 3 and my 1 to get another action back. Then I'll pay to move again. I'm going to move to here. And then my last action, I'm going to take this one as well.
Okay, that's interesting because it's not in the rule book, the order in which you're supposed to replenish these. Doesn't really matter, but it is in that order on the cards.
Okay, so the tree was going to. So that goes down there. So several things happen.
Oh, yes.
Again, a resource.
Yeah.
Which will be a stone.
Yeah. And you completed a row,
Which means I get
which
a
gives you a
tech,
technology,
and I'll upgrade. Every time I move now, I'll gain an action point.
not an action point,
Sorry,
a reward.
A reward point.
Which reminds me, I didn't take that from mine. Do that.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and then
Okay, so at the start of my turn, we're going to repopulate this one.
so it's the tree.
Yep.
Which goes on 9.
Oh no, that's 6.
That's 6.
Uh,
Yep. Paintbrush.
1.
oh,
You've just left.
my left.
Well, he's been waiting for you to go. He doesn't like you. You stole his sandwiches. Right, so my turn. I've got 3 actions and I had a plan. I did have a plan. It was my first action is to upgrade this building. So I spend a temporary worker and 3 money. So I've upgraded this building, which means anytime anybody else uses it, I get 1 money. That's my first action. My second action is... I mean, I definitely need to use it. Do I want to use it now? Sure. I'm gonna spend an action to use it. So in a 2-player game,
Wait, did you upgrade it?
you would get money. Yeah.
You get to do the action when you upgrade it.
Oh dear, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Okay, well you two remembered that. I'd forgotten that. So when you upgrade it, you get to do the action immediately. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it shows there. So building.
Is that what it shows there on the player aid? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for that. Okay, well, awesome.
But it's only in a 2-player game where you'd get that from.
Yeah, so in a 3 or 4-player game, it's only if somebody else
Yeah.
activates the building. In a 2-player game, you would get the money even if you activate the building. Okay, right. So that was my first action, then upgrade. So my second action... I think I'm going to do this. Second action is to use the building, get 2 more construction materials. And then my third action is with my harvester. So I'm going to show you this on big screen. Here. Right, so my harvester is next to this river token. So what I'm going to do is I am going to spend 3 construction materials and 1 action point to basically build one of my water structures here. Now I could build this. This is a meandering river. This would actually cost me 3 workers rather than 3 construction materials. It still costs 1 money to cross, but anybody who crosses gets a seedling token. But in my case, what I did is I spent 3 construction materials. So I've built this lovely reservoir with a bridge. That means anybody can move across this for free. But then what happens is I take this river token, which I took from the board, and I'm actually going to place it on my player board on the space here. Now, what that means is I am setting myself another end of game scoring condition for each one of these that I have at the end of the game, and you can just see that I have one of them already, but for each one that I have, I am going to get points based on how high this is. So at the moment, every one of those icons is only worth 1 point. But as I move this up over the course of the game, it's going to mean that all of these icons are worth more points. So my plan in this game is to try and move this up and try and collect as many of those as I can. I don't know whether it's going to work, but at least I have something to aim for. I believe that is it. I think that's my turn. I didn't realise that, but Thomas Holleck, the designer of many other great games recently, he's depicted on the solo player board as a solo opponent. Because I think Thomas did the solo mode for this game, if I remember correctly. Yes, I do remember correctly. I've not tried the solo mode yet, but I'm looking forward to trying it. I think we're done. That's the end of round 3. Start of round 4. Everybody gets 2 money.
Ooh. You've got a bank over there, haven't you?
Mark's secret bank. Offshore. Right, 3 actions.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget the rewards from your technology. Thank you. I did forget the rewards from my technology. 2 points and 2 thingies. Yay, winning.
Get him.
I knew there was a reason for building that.
Okay, so I'll spend 1 action to grab this soul token, which is going to go here.
Getting you 2 rewards. Oh, you're round again.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, just
It's on the space itself, yeah.
So then I will move that to here.
Aha. So Mark has now increased the number of actions that he gets per turn to 4, and that takes effect immediately.
So
he actually gains 1 action.
Point. Okay. Right, and then I'm going to spend 1 action point and a money to come over this bit of water to here. Oops.
Yeah.
And because of my technology, that gets me another.
Yep. Well done. Well done. Did you paid the coin?
Yeah, and obviously I popped a wheelie as I went over the river. And then I will spend an action point and
no, you don't want to remove that.
And
you're going to replant these trees.
Replant this tree.
Okay.
So that is in the orange area.
It's in the orange area.
Goes here.
So that's 2 rewards for that,
2
and another
rewards.
reward for this.
Yep. Okay. Oh well, that was all terribly exciting. Now you're all still in the way.
Yeah.
It's terribly rude.
So just hold that. So
is
you know
that
the start of
spend
your
a
turn.
coin to get a task
Which
card?
one? This? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think I'm going to use this one and get 2
Get 2 seedlings.
seedlings.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
The dummy player gets a coin.
Yeah.
You all finished?
Yep.
Right. So just before we move on, I want to mention these double contracts. So some of the contracts in the game have got a top part and a bottom part. The top part is mandatory. You have to do this. The bottom part is optional. But if you do the bottom part, you actually do it at the same time as the top part. So with this one, you can either just do that, or you could do both of them. And this is a relatively easy double one. There are some in the game, like the one that Mark's taken. Just pass it here, Mark. This is the contract that Mark currently has. Right? Shelving. As we all know, very, very important. But it's going to cost Mark that if he just wants to do the basic version. If he wants to do all of it, it's going to cost him all of that at the same time. But look at what he's going to get if he does manage to do it. So, start of Rob's turn, we need to replenish the thinner 7.
I had a quick question.
Yep.
Can we be on the same space as each other? No.
Can't go there. So whenever you draw a card and there is already another forester on that space, or there is somebody's harvester, then you go to the next highest number number 8. And if that space was invalid, you would go to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. So yeah, this is a guy who goes around thinning the forest to help promote growth and things like that.
Well, cool. Over to me.
3 actions.
First action, I'm going to build a building here.
You are adjacent to it, so it costs you 1 worker and 1 construction materials, which you have.
Gains me a coin, and I get to do any one
building action.
So I believe I will take
This is really good. I spoke to the designer earlier. He said whoever does this action wins the game.
I like a challenge, so I'll go for this instead. I'm going to take
Excuse me.
staircase.
You don't want to take the
Wooden stairs are lightweight, flexible and easy to install. I'm not quite sure what you're using to build your staircases. And most people sound heavy loads. Yeah, that I believe. So first action is drop a second building down.
Yep.
Second action, I'm going to drive back across the river, spending.
We replenish this immediately.
Oh, it does. Yeah, replenishes immediately. You go. Oh, wooden satellites, which I didn't think was a thing, but
No.
apparently it is a thing. There is a wooden satellite that was launched in 2024 with wooden parts on it, so that when it re-enters the atmosphere, it will burn up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go this way, so not having to using this.
You're going over my bridge.
I'm using your bridge.
My bridge.
I'm laughing at you whilst I do it.
There's a toll.
And
Just a high 5.
Yep. 1 crispy high 5. I'm going to spend 4 cash to take another action. And moving got me one of these. So
Yep.
I've built, moved, bought another action.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to take the saw.
He's only just turned up.
Yep. And I've already recruited him.
Yep.
Which gets me any one resource.
Any one
Cake
resource
chat,
and any one contract from anywhere.
and any one contract from anywhere.
Yeah.
What are we still haven't got any of these reds, so I think. I'll take wooden baths. Wooden bathtub with natural insulation retains heat, and they have a skin-friendly surface. And they have one more action. Which will be 2. Yes. Build. This building here.
Another building.
Another building.
Wow.
Which gets me 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Right. Start of my turn. Thinning guy is going to come out. Yeah. Right. I have 3 actions. So I am going to first spend 1 action point to move to here. And I can either take 2 money, or for 1 money I'm going to buy a task card. So do I want that one? No. I'm going to take that one. Okay. Then I'm going to upgrade this, which costs me 3 money and my construction materials. And as we all now know, when you upgrade a building, you get to activate it immediately. So that's pretty good.
Did you spend an action like that? There we go.
And then, I'm very tempted to just do it again, but I don't have a contract. I probably should get another contract. Oh, except these are a bit rubbish. They don't match the wood that I've got. No, so I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to do something different in this game and see what happens. This is one of those games, and you might realise this now, that was the end of round 4. There's only 10 rounds. You will not accomplish
Hmm.
very much in this game. And what that means is that you've got lots of choices over what you do. And yeah, you won't do much overall. I reckon you could actually play this game for 20 rounds.
Sort of the,
And you still wouldn't do everything. So you've got to be focused.
Yeah.
There you go. Paul's variant rule. Play the game 20 rounds.
see what happens.
See what happens. Right. Next round.
Mhm.
Round 5. Everybody gets construction materials.
Mhm.
Okay, that changes things.
Doesn't it just? That's interesting.
Ah, yes. Yeah, you're right, Ian. I'll grab that next time. Hopefully it'll still be there. Move along. Nothing to see here. I had thought about it and then forgot.
Okie dokie. So I'm thinking of, yeah, well, 4 actions for me now.
4 actions.
I'll move for 1, spending 1 money, but I'm passing over this one.
Yep,
Which
so
means
you
I
get a seedling.
do get a seedling, yep. So then we will come here.
Mhm.
Actually, will I? That doesn't really help me very much thinking about it.
Okay.
You're in the way.
Me?
That's where I want to be.
Oh. I might just stay here the whole game. I mean, I can't. I need to move around to get another river token.
Okay, no, I think it's alright. So I will then. One of these. Yeah, so I will then come here,
Mm-hmm.
take the bonus of 2
Too many.
coins. So what do I do? I moved.
You moved?
Oh, which
Did
has
you
got
get
me
your-
an award point.
your
I didn't
reward?
get that. So I moved there, and then I did this thing.
Yeah.
So then I will
Got
be
2 left.
Using your building.
Yay! I get money. Finally.
And then I'm going to build a building on the board, which will be this one.
So that costs you a worker and the construction materials.
Yep.
And you get 1 money
And
and
one.
any modification token.
Yep. Which I will grab.
Drying.
Drying.
By any chance?
Shockingly, this is just discarded.
Yeah.
So that was I think that was my last action, wasn't it? Sorry.
You moved on the board. You moved your manager. You used that building.
And then
And
the fourth
you-
action was to build that.
Yeah.
So then I will use 4 money to fulfill this contract.
Okay. So you're not doing the full
Just-
thing. You're just doing the top bit.
Yeah, I mean I don't have room for
Still,
4 bits of wood.
8
so
points.
8 points. 3 awards. 1, 2, 3. Which means I've
Round
got to go
again.
Oh, I need to spend these.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have much choice. There's no point taking this one
No.
because I can't do anything with that. So what I will do instead is I will get 3 people. Sorry, not 3, 2.
2 people. 1 point.
1 point.
And either that or that.
Oh, and I need to actually tuck this. Not like that. No, I will take 1 off the top.
Okay. All finished?
Yes.
Right. Oh, 3 actions. First action, I'm going to move to
You
the-
cannot save action points for later rounds. No. You got to use them or lose them.
1 to move to there, which gets me a point. I'll take that, which goes to here, getting me 4.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. That moves that back to there, which moves that to there, which gives
Getting
me
you another action point.
another action point. Then I'll spend an action point and a seedling to flip
To
that.
reforest to this.
Yep, which
Okay.
gives me 1 action point for the
Yeah,
card.
and it's an orange
So that's
seedling.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Flips over.
And with my
You've got one action left.
one action left, I have no coins, so I will chop that tree down.
The one you've just planted?
Yep.
Okay. Have some oak.
Yep, gets me some oak,
And another reward.
which moves me to there, which gets me moved to here, which gets me 1 more VP, 2 more stone, and I'll take that card, one that's showing.
Yep, because you've done that task at the bottom.
Yep. And I will now demonstrate how these are used.
Okay.
I'll use it as a lightning ability. That lets me switch 1 wood for any other wood.
Yeah,
I'm
so
switching
once
that
per
out.
turn, you may use a task card for the thing that it says in the top right. So Rob could have kept it till the end of the game because he has actually achieved this task here. But he's going to throw it away.
So I'm going to take 1 stone and 1 worker rather than 2 stone.
Are we missing one of these?
What did I forget to decrease?
Come on.
Oh, my action point token.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why you were asking, can I save one from one turn to the next? Yeah,
Ah,
I just
gotcha.
forgot to move it down.
Cool.
Start of my turn, we are going to repopulate this person who goes around building little things in the trees for animals, I believe, to live in.
Can't go on.
They can't go on there, so it goes to 13. It's there. Right. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm going to spend 1 action point to pick up this contract. Then well, I know where I want to go. But it doesn't fit with that. So, these rewards is a tricky thing. Okay, so I've taken that. That's my current contract. I'm just going to spend 2 actions here with these 2 to reseed those. So I'm in the dark green area. So it goes on there and there. And I don't get any things for it, but I do get 5 rewards, which does put me around to there. Aha, right. So now I'm going to go here, get myself 1 point. I'm going to get 2 resources, and I'm going to take... Desperately need money. Really need money. I'm going to take 2 construction materials. And I'm going to get a task card. Do I want that? No. Do I want that? No. I just need to have a look at what this does. This is an icon I've not seen before. And all of the task cards are explained. As I say, there's iconography on the back of the rulebook. And the task cards are all explained. I've seen them here. Ooh. Okay, done.
I don't like the way you said that.
We're halfway through the game. Everybody gets a task card from the top of the deck. Ooh, that's what that means.
Thank you.
Don't want that one.
Okay, I'll take
You
that.
have that one. I want this one.
Oh, this is amazing.
Oh no, this is better. This says win the game if your name is Paul. I changed it to Sheila last week though, so but that's another story.
Did you check?
Well,
where
on Saturdays.
it says Paul, but it's spelled with 2 L's.
Oh, it's rats. Blooming typos. Right, so four action points mark, they call it.
So this here, is that for these?
That is for every 2 that you have in this area
Down
here.
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Multiplied by the multiplier.
Yeah.
Yes.
That got me 6 points in the last game. Because I filled this area. Well, didn't fill it, but I had loads of them in here and I got that to there. Need money.
I know that. I think maybe we'll become way. Trouble is, I'm right here. There's a contracts I kind of want.
Yeah.
It's hard to get the right wood for it. That's the problem. These.
Well, there is an alternative action here, which is spend 4 money to take any 1 wood token.
You just order it in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to come back here. 1, 2.
So you spend 1 money,
Spend
but
1.
you get another seedling
Yeah,
token,
another seedling token.
and you get a reward.
Reward. And then I'm going to spend these 3 to build a rare tile.
Yep.
Which will be, so this one, which goes here.
It's there.
So I've already got 2 of those. So seems like that makes sense. Right. And then I think
So you've moved. You've constructed a water structure.
I might move again.
Okay.
One. Oh no, I can't go there.
Can't go here. Rob's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a Rottweiler. Get off my land.
We don't like your kind around here.
Keep around these parts, yeah. Maybe you want to keep on driving.
Right, so I think I will just spend. I'm going to grab a contract.
Tableware or bentwood chairs.
So I'm going to grab tableware.
Clogs.
And then for my final action, I will use this building to grab my.
Except you can't, because you can't. You've no wood to. What about a couple of workers? Can I interest you in a couple of temporary workers?
They're hard workers, right?
So this guy's called Chaz. This guy's called Dave. They do music in their spare time.
Right, so I think I just need to position myself somewhere for the thing I want to do. I kind of already am. So right. Where did I start from?
I think here.
It was there. I couldn't have done that on the way then. Why are these tokens not in the right place? That's what I want. Okay, let's just come here.
So you're moving again.
Yeah.
Get the reward. And that's it.
Yep.
Okay, Rob.
Yep.
4 actions.
4 actions. Action 1. I will jump my character over to here.
2 points or 1 reward.
I'll take 2 VP.
Yep.
Second action, I'm going to spend these 2.
Oh, don't start upgrading things.
This.
I'm the upgrader.
That comes from here, doesn't it?
It does.
Yep. Which easily gets me 2.
2 of these or rewards or any combinations.
So I need these from my fancy wooden baths.
Oh, you do.
So to plane it and dry it out.
Yeah.
Then for my third action, I'm going to jump back to here and take 3 cash.
So you moved, upgraded,
Jump back.
moved again.
Yep. And then because I need the stone, I will take this action, which is call a coin, and I gain 2 stone.
And I win the game. Right, my go. 3 actions. Definitely falling behind on the old action things.
Oh, yes, sorry. So, ping, 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 ping. Done. I could burn a stone to get a coin to do an additional set of actions, but I'm not going to.
So, I definitely have a plan, which is
something very cunning.
Move to here. Gets me nothing. I don't have a flashy harvester. But then I will spend an action and 3 construction materials.
Are you building?
I build No. 3 workers, 3 temporary
Yeah,
workers. That's it.
You've got enough.
3 temporary workers to build a meandering river here. And I won't forget it this time. I get 2 points and 2 rewards. Right. So we have that as in our sights as something we want to do. And then I am going to spend my last action to spend a temporary worker and some construction materials to upgrade this. Oh no. Oh. Well, then I'm going to get stuff that potentially I don't want. Oh. Oh, it's fine because I can get rewards from it instead. It's fine.
Yeah.
All fine. So do I want the rewards? I don't know. I've got the wrong kind of wood. Grommet.
Who, Mrs.
Yeah.
This is a family stream, Paul. Keep it.
The rewards are kind of nowhere near as good, but I really don't need that. Unless I decide to go for that. But getting that is it's tricky.
But we're boarding.
Yeah. Ah. Okay, let's have a look at the other contracts. Yeah, they're just not. I'm just going to take 2 rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me done. Right, and around.
Right, and around.
Okay, so spruces. It's that one.
Mm.
That goes, we all get a coin. Mark.
Do your 4.
Okay. 2 and 2.
And 2 seedlings. So
Seedlings.
this is in the orange area,
Yep. So that is 7.
which is
Basically,
basically, it
this
stays
does a
where it
full
is, but you
circle.
get the bonus.
So I move this up.
This gets you another technology.
Does get me another technology.
What do you want?
Going to be this one. And I will grab these fellas.
Yeah, so that's an immediate, just take any kind of wood that you need.
Yeah. Then I will spend 1 to use your building.
Yay!
So I get an award and this. And then the other one of those that I need is over there. And I would actually get a bonus from that. So yeah, let's move over here and get 2 points.
2 points.
Yum.
Oh.
Okay, I have my 4 actions. First things first, I am going to play this one to teleport across
2
the
money.
map. Move to any
Yep, move your harvester to anywhere, any unoccupied space.
pop.
Yep.
So then, action 1, because that wasn't an action.
That's not an action.
Doesn't take any
But you can
time.
only do that once
Yep.
per turn.
I take the saw.
Yep.
It gets me 4 VP.
Nice.
Second action, I spend 3 stone to complete the river here.
Yep.
So that is for every building.
Every building you have in a
I've got
clearing.
3 at the moment.
Yeah, I knew you were going for that.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Getting this up is hard.
It is, especially if you don't have a cube on the track. I got it to the 2 times in the last game, and that was it. I'm going to try and get it to the 2 times today, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm so short on cash.
and then I will take 2 stone, which does give Paul. So this action, take 2 stone,
So,
gives Paul something. And I will then jump across to that map.
zip.
Take 2
Gives you
coins.
2 cash.
Which will I spend 4 to get another action back. My last action will be then to take 2 blokes using Paul's other.
Get another cash. Oh, it's starting to pay off. Right, start of my turn. We need to have another thinner.
Yep.
3. Okay, right. So my turn. I've got 3 actions. First thing I'm going to do is move to here. First action.
Yourself 3 money.
I think I want 3 money.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, you could take reward.
Definitely want 3 money.
Money is...
Second action is I'm going to pay 1 construction materials and 3 money to upgrade this. Putting a building on it. And then I get to activate the building, which is either take one of these contracts and get 1 money,
Yep.
or to swap one of my wood tokens for a different wood token and get 2 money. Well, actually, I'm going to take
contract worked
that
well,
one
doesn't it? Yeah.
and get 1 money. Right, and then I've got 1 action left, but I'm going to throw this away as a free action to immediately take 1 of those. And then as my last action, I'm going to complete the pier. With high compressive strength, wood supports the pier structure and withstands water pressure. Awesome. So I've done that. I needed some spruce. I needed some dried out spruce. Done that. I get 7 points. And I get 2 money. And that contract is complete.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, unless I wanted to buy any extra actions, which interesting, I don't think I do. So
Wooden
no,
electronics.
I'm good to go.
It's doable.
Right, 3 rounds left. Everybody gets a temporary worker. All right, Bob.
Everyone back on the pile.
Mark.
Okay. 4 actions again. So we'll start by grabbing one of these and getting a reward, which means you get a coin, I believe.
Yay.
And then, not perhaps shockingly, I will complete this contract, which is 7 points, please. 3 money and 2 reward. Did I not move that?
No, you have.
Oh, darn
It's
it.
because it's 2 jump up to get to the
Yeah.
next level.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, then obviously this is going here. Point. 2 somethings. And I think I think the somethings will be building materials. And then I think we'll spend 1 to come 1, 2. And then, oh yeah, which gets me an award. And then 1 to grab
Take that.
this. And I think I'm going to put that one here.
Okay, getting you a resource.
Gaining me a resource, which is going to be building material. And then I think I'm going to... Am I going to do another action? No. Oh, I should have spent these. I believe those are...
When you fulfilled the contract.
Which means that contract should be here.
Okay, start of Rob's turn.
Yes, this one goes down on
5. Yep.
Where is that?
Turns up there.
Okay, so I have 4 actions. Action 1, I am going to jump my worker.
Did Mark forget to take a task when he got his wheel reward?
I did forget to take a task.
Well spotted.
Thanks.
Eagle eyes, Mr. Kelly.
So that's for having done...
So for every 2 of them, so right now that is worth.
Well, it's
No.
not for every 2 of
Oh,
them.
so
It's
you
for
haven't.
having 2 of them in the light green
That was
area.
it, yeah.
So you haven't done that yet.
But I'm partway there.
Yeah. If you're planning to do any more reforestation here, that's a good one for you. Fairly easy task to have achieved.
Let's have one of those.
Let's just have one of those, at least one of those, yeah.
Cool. Marvellous. So, my one action, I'm going to need to move. And I'm going to go 1, 2.
So you don't have to pay because you're crossing over a bridge.
Gain a point. Second action, build a structure here.
Getting you 4 money.
Give me 4 money, which I'm originally going to cash that 4 money in, do myself an action back.
And
yep, so this now goes.
so I'll just show you that on my board here. This building is not going to increase the points that you get at the end of the game. When you build this building, it's going to increase this on here. And just as a note, you only get the rightmost one. So if the game ended now, I'd get 7 points, not 14. You only get the rightmost one.
Then I'm going to spend 1 to jump the worker back to here, getting one of these. 1.
Oh, don't do
Spend
it.
these
No,
two,
no, no, no. I'm
two.
about to do that.
There you are. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Mm. Oh, it tastes so good. Yes, you're suffering.
That's no.
Delicious.
No.
Which lets me dry out my.
I'm now sad.
Oh,
Very,
isn't
very
it
sad.
wonderful?
No.
We're going to bottle this. You know, little drops of Paul's suffering.
Oh.
Dry out these two, and then with my last action, I will complete my fancy wooden bathtubs.
Oh.
So that gets me 10 VP.
No, I don't
That's
like that.
22.
No, that's getting too
3
close.
of these. 1, 2, 3. Any wood of my choice and 2 coins. So the wood of my choice will
Oh, you've
be-
done both. You've done 2
Yeah, I
fancy
did the,
wooden
did the
bathtubs.
double whammy. Super-sized luxury wooden bath.
Wow. His and hers.
Yep. So I will take one of these. Got my 2 cash. Got my 3 of them. And that tucks under there. There endeth my turn.
Okay, so action number 1, cry.
Mm-hmm.
It's a free action.
It's a free action. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. Oh, that is such a pain.
I know it is from the amount of times I've done it in other games.
Because that's what those are for. So, here's what we're going to do.
So we'll focus on what we're going to do.
3 actions. Okay, I'm going to spend 6. Free action. Spend 6 to remove this. When I remove this, I can get a wood of my choice, or I can get a forester token from the supply. So I'm going to get a wood of my choice. I'm going to get this one. Right. So that was free. Then, for my first action, I'm going to use this building here just before I burn it down.
Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum.
I'm going to get 1 reward, and I'm going to get a drying marker.
So which building are you using again, Paul?
This awful one here.
Who's it belong to?
Not me.
It's been a long week, folks, and frankly,
It
comedy
has.
is one of the few joys I get in life at the moment.
I think it belongs to the person who's having his last stream today.
So I now need one of those. But the question is, can I get one of those in other ways? And I can, if I can do something that gets me 2 rewards. So there is something that gets me 2 rewards, and that is that. Even though I don't need that at all. But we're going to do it. I'm going to spend my 2 remaining action points to flip that over and get one of these and 3 rewards, which is 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to move it, not to there. I'm going to move it to there. And that gets me 4 money. And it gets me a pickling token. And then I'm going to spend 4 money to buy another action to complete this modular house.
Okay.
Lightweight and easy to handle, wooden modules speed up assembly and are environmentally sustainable. So I get 7 points. And I get 4 money.
No, no.
And that gets tucked underneath. Now, I've bought 1 extra action this turn. I could, if I wanted to, buy another one. That uses that. Bearing in mind of how much time there is left in the game. I also don't believe I've used one of these yet this turn. But where am I? Here. Okay, good. Round 9.
Mm-hmm. 2 rounds left.
So the this is the only one that's visible.
Yep.
So that one depletes, and we all get a money.
One get a money.
Okay. Answers in the chat. Who do you think's going to win? Honestly, I've no idea because I've only played it once before in full. I've kind of played a game myself, and then I've played it full game of it this afternoon multiplayer, where it was quite close, but I just squeaked out the win. This I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing, and I'm trying to do well at this, which last time I did loads of this, didn't do any of this. Also, I'm going to reveal what this is, because if we were experienced at the game, we would know what this is.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what the last tile is.
Oof, this is a tricky one. It's all the way up there. It's all very far away. Okay, so we will do... do I start with that? I think so. Yeah, so I will spend... three to grab this.
So you're building a reservoir and bridge.
Yep. Here. One to then move here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab this.
Yep. There you go, Rob. Have another token to replenish at the start of your turn.
Thank you.
What does that get you? That gets you a contract from anywhere
And a resource.
and a resource.
Does indeed, yeah. Contract and a resource. Now, is it worth trying to do that one? It's some amount of points.
You can't take that one. It's got a green thing on it. I think that icon there means nobody else other than me can take it.
It means, yeah.
I think that's in the rule book, honestly.
Yeah, it's in there in crayon.
It's
it's
a living rule book, okay?
based on
it's being added to during the game.
Is that being thematic based on the you're still growing the rules?
Yes.
Organically.
It's the wrong forest.
Wrong forest.
Wrong forest, Gromit.
Yeah. So I think instead it will be this one.
Board games. What a silly idea.
They'll never catch on.
No.
You'd play them on
I just... And nice, that's the board game in picture is Galileo Galilei, which is Thomas Holleck's game from Pink Troubadour last year.
Very nice. Nice little shout out.
Okay. Right. So then I was going to spend an action to. Yeah. Oh, hang on. How did I get a stone? There was a way I got it. Oh yeah, from that.
There. And you've not taken a resource yet from that?
Correct.
Okay.
Then I can build a building. So I will build this one.
Can Mark take that contract? No. So yeah, good point, Mark, Brett. But I have had this confirmed that this effect here, this is take a contract from anywhere.
Yeah.
The only time in the game where you have to take a contract from the specific area is when you're using the action on the building in that area. So that one is specifically take the contract here. That one is different. Is to take a contract anywhere.
So is this spend?
I had the same query.
Does this spend 2 money to get
Any piece of wood.
Instead of your choice.
which will be one of these.
Oak.
Oak. That was final action from there. Oh, when I moved, I didn't do that.
That's a reward. Yep.
Oh, it gets...
All done.
No, I will then spend. Oh, I can't because I need money to go across.
Yeah, it's a river.
Oh,
You could convert a seedling into money.
I need that to plant the trees. Hmm.
no, it's terrible, isn't it? I'm done.
Okay. So this appears in location
2.
is there.
Yep.
Right. I spend 1 to move to here. 2 to nab him. That's my second paintbrush. That gets me 2 more coins.
And a task.
And I'll take the task that's showing, please.
Yeah, because you've done it.
Yep.
And because you've completed your second row,
That pushes
that
that.
pushes that up. Nicely done.
Boom, boom. I'm then going to spend next action to jump across the river to here,
Spending 1 money.
spending 1 money as I go. My fourth action will be to take the tree.
Oh, he's taking all of them. Wow.
That gets me another coin. And
Any building action.
any building action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I moved twice, so that's moved twice because of my +1.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2. Which moves that to there.
Well, that happens at the end of this action. Oh, no, that was the end of this action.
So
yeah.
that moves across. That moves up,
Have a technology.
which I'll drop here to take another tree, which will be the second one of
Have a piece of wood.
these.
Okay.
Okay, so I've moved, picked up, moved, picked up. I get the bonus action from this one,
Which is any building action.
which will be to take. I'll do this one,
Mhm.
which gets me. I'm going to take one of these
Yeah.
and one of these,
Planing token. Yeah.
and then we have to do these in order, don't we?
Yes.
Jump
Yeah.
to that one. So that one's that one, and that one's that one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take another action now, or I could save it all for the final point of the game. I think just in case I get some more money, I will take a characters there. That is buy 1 of those at -1, isn't it?
Spend 1 to buy a task.
And its requirement is to have a building in a dark green.
Yeah, which you've got. Have upgraded a building in the dark green section.
Cool. So I'm going to spend 4 coins to do a bonus action,
Mhm.
which is to move my character over to there.
Yeah, and then 1 coin to buy that.
And 1 coin to buy that. I've already achieved it.
Yep.
And that's where my... Just make sure that it's the right one. That is the blues. Yes.
Okay, so new tree person.
And that moves on 1.
Can't be 12, so it comes out. So it can't be 11 because it's 12.
Did I move that one away when I moved there? No, I didn't take the action. That's why. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool. Ignore me. Long day.
Paintbrush 1, 6. There. Okay, so I've got 3 actions. What am I doing?
I
Not sure.
No, I don't know either. I don't have any contracts. There's a green contract over there, but it's the wrong kind of wood. But I do have this, which allows me to switcheroo wood around. And there's always the free action of spending a coin to refresh the contracts.
Mhm.
So Nobody's really done that yet. I'm not sure it's... I mean, it is a free action. So... yeah. If only I knew the complete composition of that deck.
I mean, I've memorised it.
Not yet. No.
Make an effort, Paul.
I know. So I want to do that. I definitely want to do that. Because that's effectively going to get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to get me 7 points. I like 7 points. That's a nice number. I also want to build that. That's going to get me 7 points. To build that, I need to go either here or over there. Right. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to activate this building here. I'm going to swap this is so expensive. I'm going to swap that bit of wood for that bit of wood. And I get 2 money. My second action is to use this awful building here. This smelly, dilapidated,
Massively overpriced.
massively overpriced building.
Aren't monopolies fun?
To dry out that and get a reward point. Okay. Then I'm going to use my third action to go from here to over here, which gets me a reward point. And then I'm going to buy an action to take... No, I'm going to buy an action to upgrade that. Right. Now it's all happening. Because when I upgrade that, I move that up 1 because that was that. But also, I get to take a contract and I get to take a money. I have no actions left. I have bought 1 action this turn. I could buy another action, but I'm not going to because I'm going to try and save that money. That is it. Right. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. And you can only do 1 of these a turn, can't you?
Yep.
So if I don't do this turn...
Oh, you can only do one.
You can only do 1 of these instants per turn.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
Yep. 1 times though.
So I think I'm going to do this because, and this isn't currently clear in the rule book, but I think this is the rule. So whoever's got the most forestry tokens gets 6. Second most gets, sorry, 10.
Yep.
Second most gets 6. Third most gets 2.
But you have to have at least 1 in.
Does it say that in the rule
I
book?
believe so.
I couldn't. Okay. So in other words, I'm not getting any end of game scoring. So I think it's worth me spending 3
Yeah,
to take a token that gets me 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's just 2 end of game points. Okay, that's it. That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
Final round of the game.
Yep.
Oh, look.
What a shocking turn of events.
It's this one. And we all get a coin.
Let's coin.
Right.
Right, last few actions.
Off we go then.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
I've got 1 task. I had 7 in the last game.
4 so far.
Okay.
Messed up.
So if I spend any money to come here, 1, that. I spend this. So that is 4, including that one.
You're replanting.
Yeah.
Done it again.
Which is probably at this point to do that one, because that doesn't really
Well,
Gets you an
gets you an extra action,
But
but
4 money is another action point. So,
true.
and I can also then take that.
Would you like a drawing
Yes,
token?
please.
Interesting that you two haven't upgraded your storage at all.
No, just
No.
I went. Well, I focused a lot on this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can see.
yeah.
So hang on. So it's 1 action. It's 2 actions so far. It's not enough actions. So I would spend. It's probably worth it. Oh, this feels so wasteful.
We need another contract.
Waste away.
I think 1, 2 to come here, which is another
Reward.
ward. I think for similar logic to you, I spend 1 to. Oh wait, no, because you can only do that to
You can only do it twice.
twice.
If you pick up that, you'll have a complete row.
Yeah, no, I think I still do it. So do that and take this. Gives me 3.
3 money and a tech.
Yeah, 3 money and a tech. Right. So the tech, is it just 4 points? Not sure there's enough I can do with 1 action. It's only if any of these are likely to help, and I don't think they do. So I'm just going to take the 4 points. And then I spend 4 and another one because I'm crossing this river, which gets me
Gets you a seedling.
seedling. And then I spend another 4. Oh, I've messed up. I needed to do. Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, I've messed up. So I got 1 for the last movement. and
You
then
needed 2 in the dark green
for
area,
that.
did you?
I
Yeah.
did. Oh well, there's another turn, right?
That gets you.
Sure.
That gets you a.
Gets you another tech.
It does.
Yeah, because you completed the first row of your seedling area.
So probably it's that one.
Yeah, well, that's that one.
Yeah, because that won't get me to there.
Gets you there,
Which is another 3 points.
Gets you,
Yeah.
and gets you another one of the cards.
So I'll
But you don't want to take that one because you haven't done that.
take 3 points for that,
Yeah, 3 points.
and then this.
Another card. Okay. Rob,
Right.
your final turn.
Yes. Action 1, I will trigger this building, which gets.
This building?
Yep, I'll take 1 brining and 1 move up on the track.
There you go.
Second action, I'm going to complete
Yay.
my staircase.
Your staircase.
Yep, very fancy. So that's 8 VPs,
8 points.
5 cash, and I will take.
Oh, any one of these tokens from the
rush.
supply.
Yeah.
Have that. That's a tech
Wow.
and 6 points.
Yep.
Nice.
Which will give me
6, did you say?
6 for that one,
I don't feel uncertain about who's won.
and then the tech will be this for another 4 points.
And another 4.
Another 4. Bump, bump. So that completes
He's
that.
ahead on in-game points and end-game points. I
So
think,
that got me. Did you give me the 8 points for that?
I did.
Yep. So it was the 8
I gave
points
you
for
8
that.
plus 6 plus 4.
So, it was,
So you just gained 18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks right. Yep.
Yeah.
Boom. Right, I've got actions left. So no point grabbing any more of them.
No.
I'm sort of a bit out of ceilings. I could buy 2 more actions. So where am I? I'm there. So that's so I could get I need the seedlings. So it would cost me.
Did you not do it?
Nope.
1 to move to there. Seedlings are
It
here.
would have been better, but
2 to move
Yeah.
to there. It's not worth it. So I'm going to spend 1 to jump across to this board, which doesn't my manager.
All right, yeah. So it doesn't get you any bonus as such. We're all there.
I will spend 1 now to take one of these at random and a coin, which gives you a coin. Thank you. Two actions left.
If you buy them.
Yeah,
But remember, every 3 stuff left over is a point.
that includes the.
That includes money. That includes unfulfilled, uncompleted tasks as well.
You know, I'm going to pay 4 to take another action.
Mhm.
And do that same action.
Okay, so
That gets me a 1.
you get one of
Drop
those.
another 1 from the top.
You get a coin. I get a coin.
Good. I've only got 1 action left. Let's see, I could just move. I think I should do that again because maybe I can get some additional
Yeah, so you
points.
spend 4, but you get 1 back.
Yep, so I spend total.
I get
3.
1, but you get another
Off
task.
the top.
That's really interesting.
Yeah,
Just taking 3 task cards.
just add up here.
But you're done.
Yep.
Right, I can have my awesome last turn if I've got this correct. So I don't know whether I have. So, I spend 1. I was really worried you were going to go here because that's the only white tree available, and I need it for that. So I've spent 1 action. I spend 1 money to move to here.
you get seedling.
Yeah, that's seedling. In fact, I'm going to spend 2 money to get 2 seedlings. Not that it matters because it's worth stuff at the end. And then I'm going to spend 1 action to harvest that, which gets me 1 reward and gets me that. And then I'm going to spend 1 action to complete the sauna. Wood withstands extreme temperatures and humidity, making it ideal for a durable and comfortable, cozy sauna.
But I actually still had an action left I could have taken in my turn, which was to use the instant effect of this card.
Oh, to get 3 money. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Right, so that gets me 6 points. It gets me 1 coin. It gets me a temporary worker. And it gets me 3 rewards, which is just enough to get to there. Now, do I just want to take 3 points at this stage? Because what else is there that I could possibly do? Okay, I'm going to do that. Can I do this?
Where are you? You're there.
I mean, that's only another 3 points. So I don't think I can.
Well, no, you don't have the building materials.
Nope. So, yeah, I'm just going to take the 3 points then for there. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to spend 7, 5, 6, 7 to unlock that, which moves that up to there. Okay,
All right.
we are done. So,
Endgame scoring.
final scoring.
So,
Buildings.
Stop. 10 for me. Have we got a 50? Oh, yeah, it's flipped over, isn't it?
Flip over, flip it.
I get 2.
Yay. Right. So, I'll do my thing. So, for every upgraded building that I've done, I get 3 points.
In the dark green.
No, I checked. It's anything.
There's nothing.
There is only that. So, I get 15 for that one.
Nice.
And for this one, I get 12.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's way more than I've seen from previous. But that's what I went for. Mark, for every furniture you've made,
I get
3.
1.
you get 1 point.
3.
And for every 2 seedlings on your board,
So 1,
that's another
2,
3.
3.
Rob,
I get 3 for every building I built on the map,
15,
which is
16. How many did you build?
uh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Okay,
That's 12.
12. Right. Next. Tasks. I have one task in hand, and I did it.
Okay.
So one task is 1 point. I suspect Rob's got
Quite a few.
many more than that.
So I've got one.
So that was to have a building next to a white tree, which you got.
Have a building next to an orange tree.
Which you've
Which
got.
I've got. Have a saw symbol.
You've got 3,
Upgraded in the dark green.
4,
And have a blue building.
5. Which means you get...
11.
Oh, it's +3 for every one.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was +1. That's 11. Nice. 3.
Oomph.
How many tasks have you
I think I've
completed?
done 4.
Okay.
So I've got building next to one of these.
Building
which
next to
was-
orange.
Hang
There?
on. There.
There.
That's orange.
Yep.
Next to
Red.
red.
Yep. 2 leaves in the
2
light green.
there,
Yep.
And 2 in the brown.
Yeah. So you've done 4, which is 8. Right. Forestry tokens. Rob gets 10.
Yep.
23, 33. Mark, you get 6. I get 2. Right. Every 3 leftover things.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
So 3 more points for me, please.
3 more points.
Nothing for me.
I got 1. And then I've got 1 piece of wood left, which is 1.
No, these just one on their
They're
own.
just 1. Well done, Rob.
Thank you very much.
I don't know. Michael, what do you think? 86? Good score?
Good.
It seems a very good score.
Yeah.
86 seems like a very good score. I'm really happy with 71, considering my scores this afternoon. And Mark got 53. So what was interesting, and there was a message in the chat that said it'll be really interesting to see how we score based on the number of actions. Because I was on 3 actions for the whole game. You were on 4 for most of the game.
Yeah, and it did.
And you ended up there.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be behind you by about 10 points. I was roughly about 10 points. But I thought we were going to be about the same. Because I felt you were doing better.
Yeah, no, it's just
Yeah,
you didn't think
I
it
didn't-
multiplied.
I
as
didn't
in-
this-
select that.
we
quite a
both
bit.
got this up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I when I scored mine, I was like, oh my God, I've just scored like 26 points for mine.
Annoyingly, I got all the blue buildings, but you managed to get the one before I could.
Right.
So-
So you didn't build that because
Because
there
there was-
wasn't a good...
The
That was no good for you in
the
that
yellow one would have
3 points.
But since I've already counted, yeah. So it wasn't worth it, and also all the cash to get to that was only another 4 point
That was the-
multiplier.
That was the other thing as well. I removed all of those. So I spent so much cash removing those, whereas you two didn't remove them at all.
I think I only got
I needed
maybe
to
3
focus
points out
more
of
on this, 'cause that's
hammering
what
that
I'm
action, but
trying to
it had the chance to get a lot more.
Mm.
I got that one actually did something, and the rest I either changed in for cash or just put
Yeah,
them at the
I
end,
didn't
so-
do well on the tasks compared to my game this afternoon. This afternoon, I managed to complete 4 of them. Tonight, I only completed 1 of them. Yeah, there you go. So, this is a sponsored video. Big thank you again to Pink Troubadour, which means you're not going to get any opinions from us in this video. We've just had a bit of a discussion about the game, but we're not going to give you our opinions on it. All I will say is that I can see why some people have said this is their favourite game of the year. And I'll leave it at that, actually. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you want to check out a solo playthrough, I believe Tom Heath from Slicker Drips has either got one or he's doing one. If he isn't, I apologise. But if he is, go and check out Tom's YouTube channel. He will probably have a solo playthrough. I am very tempted to play this solo myself. I don't know what the solo mode's like, but if it's pull friendly, then I'm very interested in trying it out. But yeah, we're all done. So thank you very much to you two for joining me. Thank you very much for these two sat down and learned the game from the rulebook this week.
Last week, I think.
Last week, which has obviously helped prep for today. Thank you very much to Michael for being in the chat. And yeah, thank you for everybody for watching. If you like the content that I create and you want to support me directly, you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. This is my final stream of the week. I've been ill all week and sensible people would have just cancelled the week. I'm not one of those people because I didn't want to let people down. I've done 6 new games this week, all of which are coming out at Essen Spiel, and I wanted to do them. They were paid videos, but I wanted to do them because they're games that are coming out at Essen, and I wanted to provide you with as much information to help you make a decision about which of these new games coming out you need to make a decision on which ones you're going to buy, because there's too many games coming out. You can't buy all of them. Well, you could, I guess. And yeah, hopefully these videos have helped you see the games being played and help you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game you like. So that's everything. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see some of you in Essen. In fact, I'll see some of you next week because I've got more videos next week. But that's next week's. Cheers all. Bye-bye.
Bye.